Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 streaming studio. Hope everyone's having a nice Friday morning. Finally made it to the weekend, and weather shaping up today to be absolutely beautiful. It's going to be, I think, a top 10, 11 day, not only for us here in Lincoln, but really across the entire state. Should be absolutely beautiful conditions out there. So, again, we'll talk a little bit, not a whole lot for us to talk about, as, again, weather should be fairly quiet for us as we head through the weekend, but we'll talk about what we can expect here over the next couple days. But jumping in, starting first with a look at the Lincoln Weather Almanac numbers from yesterday. 72 and 41. Again, not a bad day yesterday. Again, a little bit on the breezy side, though, at times, but above average temperatures into the afternoon, and that morning low of 41, not too bad. Again, we are still kind of in a pretty precarious spot when it comes to our moisture and again, our lack of moisture. Again, drought conditions continue to cover the entire state. Still didn't obviously pick up any moisture yesterday, and moisture chances, again, really over the course of the next week continue to look pretty slim for us, which is unfortunate. So, again, your weather headlines for today. Again, I'm going to go ahead and say it and call it a top 10, 11 day today. Again, and really the big difference will be there's really not going to be much of any wind out there as we head through the day today, and we're still going to be sticking with those fairly pleasant temperatures, not only through the morning hours, but into this afternoon as well. We'll be a little bit warmer, though, as we head into the weekend, and again, could borderline maybe call it hot in some locations this weekend. And again, we're going to see a return to those breezy south winds. Again, could blow in some of that smoke from down to our south. Again, something we'll have to kind of watch and see as we head through the weekend. And overall, as we look at the forecast over the course of the next week, again, a fairly dry and above average pattern kind of setting in. One of the things we want to let you know, the next big change, next big thing that's kind of coming our way, and really, there's not a whole lot to say for us over the course of the next week in that respect. So low temperatures this morning, a little on the chilly side, down to the 20s in some spots, otherwise low 30s for most. Here in Lincoln, dropped down to 32 degrees at the airport, 31 in Grand Island, down to 24 in Ord. That's the cold spot across the state. 25 in Broken Bow as well as Wayne, 26 in Alliance, 28 in Thedford as well as North Platte. Again, low 30s there in the Tri-Cities. Across the Lincoln Metro, we were a few degrees better than the airport in the mid to upper 30s for most locations on the Tempest stations across town. Right now, blue skies across the state. Again, a beautiful start to our Friday here in the capital city. A few minutes past 9 o'clock. Mid 40s at the airport, upper 40s here in Midtown Lincoln. Just a light northwest breeze at 5 miles an hour. Temperatures right now in the Tempest weather stations across town are sitting in the mid to upper 40s, close to 50 degrees. Temperatures across the state, generally again in the lower to middle 40s. There's a few spots that have already reached into the upper 40s, but overall, again, not a bad start to our Friday. Winds are, again, very light, if not dead calm, for many areas across the state. We just have a very light northerly wind for the far eastern parts of the state, and a little bit of a southerly wind in the west. So, again, high pressure basically right over the area, so that's leading to those very calm conditions. And as we head through the day today, we'll continue to see those calm winds. The wind will pick up a little bit for the western third of the state, though, as we head into this afternoon. We factor in that wind. Again, wind chill's not really much of an issue for us this morning. Satellite radar picture, again, really nothing to see out there right now. If we look at the visible satellite imagery, again, we can see hardly a cloud right now across the entire state. And again, I mentioned this yesterday, but you can really see how things have really greened up across the state over the course of the last couple of weeks, despite the lack of moisture that we have had over the past few weeks. So we go back to the, again, satellite radar picture, look at a regional view, not a whole lot going on. There's a few showers across parts of Kentucky, and you can see, again, a few showers, thunderstorms over towards the Carolinas and the Virginia area, and a few snow showers up into parts of New England and southeastern Canada. But again, overall right now, weather is pretty quiet across much of the contiguous United States. If you look at the weather alerts, there's some red flag warnings up across parts of North Dakota, Montana, down into New Mexico, Arizona, some frost advisories, freeze warnings for parts of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, over into Kentucky. Still have flood warnings along the Mississippi. Again, from our recent heavy rains that we had last weekend, but here at home, again, really not a whole lot for us to worry about as we head through the day today. So no weather alerts in effect right now, or ones that we'll likely have to deal with into the weekend. So we check out Skycast, a regional view again through the day today. We should be looking at mainly sunny skies across the state. Again, that wind will pick up a little bit for the southern third of the state as we head through this afternoon, but we're dry and we're mainly sunny throughout the day today. And as we head through the overnight hours tonight, we will continue continue to see mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. That wind will turn around to the south, though, and become a little bit stronger as we head into the day on Saturday. And again, could be a bit on the windy side at times. Those winds gusting maybe 30 to close to 40 miles an hour at times through the day on Saturday. But I think we'll see mostly sunny skies. At times, we could see partly cloudy skies across the northern and western sections of the state. But we should stay dry as we head through the day on your Saturday. And again, very warm as well. It will remain warm as we head into the day on Sunday, especially for the eastern half of the state. But we will see a little bit of a cool front begin to move in from the west. So again, as we head towards Sunday afternoon, we'll see those winds swing around to the north and to the west. But we're still expecting, again, mostly to partly sunny skies. Winds will remain a bit on the breezy side, though, a little bit more out of the north and out of the northwest as we head into the afternoon and evening time frame, though. As far as the precipitation potential over the course of the next week, we're still looking at almost nothing, really certainly nothing meaningful, nothing that would really make a difference at this point in terms of any moisture as we head over the course of the next 7 days across the state. So if we look at the severe weather outlook for the day today, again, nothing for us to worry about. Into the day tomorrow, there is a chance or maybe an isolated rumble of thunder across the northern tier of the state. There is a marginal risk for severe weather across parts of the Black Hills into part of northern Wyoming, southeastern Montana. And then into the day on Sunday, again, nothing really for us to worry about in terms of any severe weather. So if we zoom in, take a closer look, statewide view through the day today, again, plenty of sunshine, blue skies, again, a little bit of a breeze for the western third of the state, but again, should be a really, really nice day for us. By 10 o'clock tonight, mostly clear skies, quiet conditions. That'll continue as we head through the overnight hours, but then mostly sunny, but breezy to windy as we head into the day on Saturday. It's going to be warm to maybe even hot for some parts of the state, but we stay dry as we head through the day on Saturday. A little bit of cloud cover again by Saturday night across the western sections of the state. We will see again that cold front push through the state as we head into the day on Sunday. Behind that front, again, slightly cooler in the west. Still going to be pretty warm for us here in eastern and southeastern Nebraska, but dry with a little bit of a mix of sunshine and cloud cover through the day on Sunday. Into Sunday evening, we could see a few spotty showers in the western sections of the state, but again, that moisture expected to be pretty light and again, not very impactful for us. So wind gusts again today, we're really not going to see a whole lot of wind, but into the afternoon, western parts of the state could see those winds gusting maybe 20 to 25 miles an hour. That wind will pick up, though, as we head late tonight, though, and then into the overnight hours. And then I think into the day on Saturday, we'll be dealing with breezy to windy conditions, especially for eastern parts of the state. By the afternoon, I think those winds could be gusting 30 to 35, maybe at times close to 40 miles an hour. So that will be kind of the issue that we deal with on Saturday. Those winds will subside a little bit into Saturday evening, but then it's going to remain blustery as we head into the day on Sunday, but those winds will be swinging around to the north and west, and again, gusting maybe 25 to 35, maybe close to 40 miles an hour at times into the day on Sunday. As far as temperatures today, again, hard to beat. Again, mid-60s to mid-70s for the eastern half of the state. We'll go mid-70s to low to mid-80s for the western sections of the state by Friday afternoon. So, again, should be a beautiful, beautiful day across the state. Low temperatures tonight dropping down into the 40s to low 50s across the state. And then Saturday afternoon, again, we're well into the 80s for some parts of the state. And, again, I think parts of southwestern Nebraska, Ogallala, North Platte, Lexington, Holdridge, McCook, Imperial could make a run at 90 degrees Saturday afternoon here in Lincoln. Again, not quite that warm, but we're going to go 83 Saturday afternoon, 85 for Grand Island and Hastings, 86 degrees in Scottsbluff. Then low temperatures into Sunday morning. Again, you could probably leave the windows open Saturday night. Sunday morning, looking for lows in the 50s for the eastern half of the state with 40s in low 50s then across the west. Sunday, still going to be warm in the eastern and southeastern sections of the state, but behind that front, we'll see cooler temperatures, 50s, 60s, low 70s for central and western sections of the state, but still mid to upper 70s and low to mid 80s for eastern and southeastern sections of the state by Sunday afternoon. Into Monday morning, we'll see lows fall down anywhere from the upper 20s to the upper 40s from west to east, and then cooler but still fairly seasonal temperatures expected then on Monday, highs in the 50s and 60s across the state to start the new work week. Chilly then into Tuesday morning, 20s and 30s for lows. Tuesday afternoon, we see temperatures rebound a little bit. We'll go upper 60s to low to mid 70s across the state by Tuesday. 7-day forecast, again, pretty low key when it comes to any chances for moisture. We'll see a small chance on Monday and some small chances mid to late next week. But again, just 20% right now. And again, any moisture amounts that it looks like we do see over the course of the next week would be pretty spotty and would be pretty light. Again, dealing with wind as we head through this weekend, and that will continue into the day on Monday. Temperatures, again, at their coolest point, look like it's going to be, again, Monday afternoon and then into Tuesday morning. Excuse me. Oh, my gosh. And temperatures quickly rebound. We're back into the 70s by Wednesday and Thursday of next week. 10-day forecast for select cities across the state. We can see our warmest days over the next 10 days likely coming this weekend. And then we warm things back up by Wednesday before things kind of cool back down a little bit. But overall, a pretty pleasant temperature forecast over the next week to 10 days for us, especially when looking at those afternoon high temperatures. Precip chances over the course of the next week, again, they're kind of hit and miss, pretty sparse. And the chances that we do have, I don't think are going to be all that meaningful. Again, any moisture amounts we do see over the next week to 10 days or so expected to be fairly light. 8 to 14-day temperature outlooks. This takes us through April 18th through April 24th from the Climate Prediction Center. Still have very good odds at above average temperatures during this time frame across much of the region. And then as far as the precipitation chances right now, it looks like fairly normal precipitation during that time frame. But again, the way things have been for us, our pattern thus far over the last several weeks, kind of until it changes, I'm expecting it to kind of remain the same, and that's going to be again fairly quiet with maybe fairly light precipitation amounts expected. Then the 8 to 14-day hazards, nothing for excessive heat. Again, could still see some flooding along the Mississippi River down into parts of the southeast. No rapid areas of drought, no areas of heavy snow. High winds could impact parts of New England, and again, some abnormally below normal temperatures could impact parts of the D.C. area up along the East Coast. But otherwise, again, weather for us over the next week to 10 days continues to look generally speaking, pretty quiet for us. And again, I think today is going to be a really, really, really nice day. Again, we would really, really, really like some moisture across the state, but right now that's just not in the cards for us. So if we can't get that, I guess, then at least we would go with some nice weather, which it looks like we will see today. So hope everyone enjoys a really, really nice Friday. Hope everyone has a nice weekend. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in and watching. As always, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online, for all of your latest headlines. And until next time, I hope everyone has a nice Friday.